Boop.
Make screeching noises.
Yeah. That's the perfect way to start it. I love and hate each of you.
We love
I spat my cider out. Okay.
So, welcome
Hear me.
back.
Oh, hi. Sorry.
Welcome back, everybody. Kind of had a weird couple past games. Had some people missing. Had some side quests, I guess, to fulfill. Can I get a brain fart first off?
that.
Right? I haven't even started yet. Can I get a recap from either Marsh or Ilon, please? And then if Ori would like to give one.
Okay. Is this just over last session? Or
Um,
like few sessions?
over last session.
Okay. Essentially last session, Marsh, Ilan, and Kisa arrived at the flea market and they did some shopping. Marsh sent a text out to Almer, inquiring about Kisa, looking for him to do some like digging to find out more information about her. She pretty much told Marsh that she was muscle for hire, and he wanted to see what there was about her. She was reliable, yada 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 about her past. Conversation ensued, and Marsh invited her to come back to Redland in order to potentially participate in the current assignment. While they were at the flea market, though, they picked up several useful items that will hopefully help them in their assignment.
Ori, did you want to say what you were up to while they were out shopping?
I was gathering information.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Damn! I was, calling some contacts, and by contacts I mean one. I have one contact. Talking with Almer, and is this my time to, like, spill the beans?
You might want to say that for the morning, possibly.
So,
Yeah, so you reached out to a contact.
I have, like, a whole page, and, like, front on some of back.
Heck yeah, you're a contact.
Yeah, it's a good contact. He's pretty cool. Yeah. And, that's about it. That's all I did. I got information and did some digging. That's about right, yeah.
That sounds about right.
Um,
I just got confirmation from Artie that she's possibly going to be dropping this game for a bit. So what that means is that Minx, upon hearing that y'all got back earlier in the evening at 7, before you and before Marsh and Ilon went shopping, some urgent business came up with her, and she actually had to bail on the mission. Um, she went and talked with Shanta, and Shanta and Effie took care of that, getting her situated. So for the time being, we are saying goodbye to Minx.
Yeah.
Okay. So Marsh and Ilon got back to the village late that night, and getting back to the mayor's house, they realized that Almer and Ori have already turned in for the night. So they... they tell Kisa that she can take over Minx's bed for the night, and that they would come get her when they're ready to negotiate. So she gets the solo bed. Okay. She will be there until her player is available. Fast forwarding to the next money. Wow.
Money, money, money.
Right, y'all do get paid. But fast forwarding to the next morning. You all get your mission pay.
Oh my
Which
god, I'm super excited about it.
I imagine you are. Just have to find it again, just to remind you. Eilon, your time is coming for this. As soon as you get hired in.
Oh boy.
Okay. Da, 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 da. $15 gold for Marsh and Ori. Yeah. For what y'all did yesterday. It's not a whole lot, but it gets there.
Yo, I got up.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Plus, I got some stuff on the side, so.
That just sounds so wrong.
Hey,
Supposed
Ori's
to.
business is Ori's business.
She knows.
And if Almira's okay with it, well.
Palmer's my pimp. I'm sorry. Everyone totally needed that visual.
Yeah, that is like him with the He's got like a nice suit with a cane. Oh yeah, totally. That's what I pictured.
How much do you hate me?
Oh, so much.
My job here is done.
Can't stand either one of y'all. I can't stand either one of y'all.
You love it. Almira's just in there going, hopping. Because he's like, no, I would never. Better be honest than that.
I don't know, you might. Never know with him. Are you rolling to see if you would?
Who needs to roll? Rolling's for chumps.
Oh, so you are rolling.
No, never. Never.
What are you doing? Guys, I forgot to sign in.
Jess can see what I've done.
Oh no.
What are you doing?
Log it faster, Heather. Log it faster.
Select my character, please.
No, it's better than that.
It's so much better than that.
Thank you, baby.
I don't think it'll show me.
Why?
Like, did you? Oh my god. Why do you have that?
I literally was finding it as I was talking to you.
Oh god.
And it is now grouped. It will move with him. They were supposed to move with him. God damn it.
And there it goes. There you go, break the game.
Now it's on me, thank you.
Nah.
It's like those t-shirts that look stupid.
I need
love it
this.
so much.
I need this. Yes.
Perfect.
Oh, I hate it so.
Someone did it.
Good job, Heather.
It doesn't work. Getting rid of it.
It was a wonderful idea though.
Don't be surprised if a token happens. Okay. Man, y'all's like local chef just left. Fuck.
Oh yeah, she did. Crap. I got
Wait,
this guy.
was she a good cook? So you saying like when they burned the breakfast, that was all Marsh?
I honestly don't remember.
She was the one who was the first to say, "I'm gonna start cooking stuff." So she's the like experimental chef, I guess.
Well, she said she was gonna start cooking, whether she's good at it or not.
Yeah.
We didn't get that far.
Won't care right now.
But the next morning rolls around, and it is still a cold winter morning. I'm gonna go ahead and say that there is no like serious weather activity. It's a little like fog and mist in the morning, but that clears up as the sun rises a little higher. You wake up and the village is not really bustling with activity, but you can hear the sounds of a couple early risers out doing their thing. Where do y'all go from there? Who's the first up?
Do we need a roll for that again?
Just decide amongst yourselves if you want.
Well, how late did we stay up last night?
Okay.
Y'all handled a pretty good night.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Y'all had a pretty eventful night.
Well,
I'll be right
I
back.
will not be the first one waking up. I guess I should just say that now.
Eilon, because I am a terrible person, I am sorry. You do have a house, but it's not on the map. They have given you somewhere to stay. You just don't have it at the moment.
Yay. That's fine.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I don't know. Is Eilon a heavy sleeper or no?
Oh, he sleeps pretty heavy.
Okay, so I guess between Marsh and Almer.
Okay. Should I roll something to help determine? So it's like everybody stayed up late. That's why I'm like it's really hard to.
It's looking like Almer. Go ahead and roll a perception just to see how well you slept, I guess. See how attentive you were. Yep, Almer's the first one up.
Those damn elf ears.
Pull that. I need to... Where did Eilon go? Where did Eilon go? Oh, there he... Okay, he's wandering.
He went down to Elfine's because I don't know. Didn't actually just put him down there.
It would make sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Somewhere in the area, 7 in the morning, the sounds of pots and pans can be heard from the kitchen. I guess that's what I'm rolling. God damn it.
You just suck. Suck at cooking all the way around. Goodness.
Sounds of pots and pans and a couple things clattering and possibly its shatter can be heard from the from the kitchen.
It was a long night, okay?
Maybe.
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 I think that was a guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Whoever thinks they will be the first one up, you hear noises coming from the kitchen.
Yeah.
I believe that would be March.
Yeah, more than likely.
When you wake up, you look around the room a bit, and you remember that Minx has left the village. And you look over to the bed that used to be hers, and you see Kisa still sleeping in the bed over there. Blindfold still somehow tightly secured.
Oh dear. Y'all actually blindfolded her?
Heck yeah. It was supposed to come off when we it was supposed to come off when we got to like Red Glen, but we're bending that rule. Hey, she said it was okay.
But you look over at
I
her.
don't really know what to say about that. You don't know how Marsh rolls it anyway.
This is true. Point taken.
But you look across the room, and she's over there, like, sleeping soundly.
So you get up and just head over to the kitchen. He's out.
I'm on fire.
When you
Oh, he was just like what was he eating?
when you head into the kitchen, you hear Almer, like, bumbling and stumbling around the kitchen, looking for something, mumbling under his breath, coffee.
It's too early. Marcia, just say good morning. What are you looking for?
Coffee? Coffee pot? Something? Damn. Early rising frickin'. He just wandered around.
Marcia coffee the previous morning, so he would know where it's at.
I could just see him like rummaging through things and just throwing things over his shoulder. Because that's just him.
Yes. I love it so much. So I guess Marsh would pull out the coffee maker and proceed to like make coffee. Asking, is anybody else awake?
No, I haven't seen anybody yet. Or he's still knocked out in there. And, like, seeing that you have taken over coffee duties, he just, like, kind of plops down to the table. And as you've noticed, possibly, he does not look his usual well-put-together self. He looks kind of tired.
So if you look put together for coffee, something could be wrong. Like you're one of those morning people.
At the moment, he is definitely not one of those morning people. think he's mostly prepared. The con was how the night went. The perception was how late he slept, and he didn't.
Can I roll?
For
How how warriors couldn't fare through the night?
oh god, yeah,
Yes. God, why?
coma, comatose.
I mean, that sounds about right. I mean, there was enough banter for that. Awkward pause.
No, I think Almer is pretty kitted up. He didn't need anything.
Okay. Rubbing it in our face that we're amateurs. But it's okay. Well, I'm probably get some questions from Marsh to take a seat. And just inquire and like so look at just try to talk a little bit rather than staring.
He does stare into his coffee for a minute, but when you do breach the subject of how things went, he says, I got a text from somebody yesterday. Asked me about information on somebody. That, yeah. That was a little, unexpected.
You're telling me.
I can't remember. Did you say in the text how exactly,
He said that they intercepted a robbery.
Okay.
It wasn't a gas station or anything. I was very explicit about it.
So he looks, like, at his cup, takes a sip of it, looks back over at Marsh. He's like, so you found a potential operative on a shopping trip, and you found them because they were in a robbery?
Say that last part again.
And you found them because they were involved in a robbery?
Because they helped intercept the robbery, yes. The fact that they were willing to stand up to the robbery, right, says a lot about a civilian.
It does. It could also say that they have a death wish, but that's semantics. Why can we not go anywhere without causing trouble right now? He, like, looks at his cup again. He's like, we're supposed to be a quiet organization, and, like, takes a sip of his cup. Other than that,
Quiet takes practice. That's all I can say.
now I'm curious because you said that. It's a bit too early for quiet. But other than acquiring a hopeful, we'll label her, like glancing over his shoulder at the room. How did the shopping trip go? You find everything you needed?
I found enough. Obviously nothing's cheap out here because we're in the middle of BFE, but...
Yeah.
I found some silver-coated M4 rounds.
Mm.
I found some silver daggers, a sleeping potion to help with, like, I think we're sleeping darts. Villagers were nice enough to give us 6 scrolls from casting on trees. I also picked up a conjure barrage scroll.
The whole time he's sitting there, like, sipping his coffee and just nodding and... It sounds like you're putting together a bit of a little arsenal there. Hopefully we don't have to use that silver, but it's good to have it.
That's what I think.
Good thinking.
I don't really know what we're getting into here.
Lichens, but that we do know. Let me go check on Ori. See if he's awake yet. He stands up and goes and walks over into the room. Ori, roll a perception for me to see how dead to the world you are.
Are you actually arguing stealthy?
No. But yes, but no. Almera walks into the room, his normal, quiet self, and he stands looking over the bed and sees Ori, like, knocked out there. And he leans in and shakes Ori awake. Hey, sleepyhead, it's time to get up.
I'm over it.
No. It's time to get up. And he, like, rips the covers off of you. It's morning, we got stuff to do. I'm still on the job.
Stop being right. Okay, getting up.
Marsh made coffee, and he, like, walks back out of the room.
Yeah,
Wait,
my
so
role
like,
was
I'm up.
like Mark's gonna attempt to cook. He apparently is failing.
Oh my god.
It's just I was hoping he would do better, but he's just.
The three bachelors in the room are attempting to make breakfast. He, like...
We're supposed to be good at making like certain things, and breakfast is like the easy meal of the day.
Our cars combined, pizza, cook, and eggs. Just one.
I think Mark should back off once Elmer started helping. You guys got this. I'm gonna go sit down. I love it.
And mother.
Do you have like a body
Island, those three unsuccessful bachelors are over there attempting to make breakfast. What are you up to this morning? Island. I said those three unsuccessful bachelors over there attempting to make breakfast. What are you up to this morning?
Oh. It's being an island. Goodbye.
Bye.
just like ran away.
He's still sleeping. He's sleeping in. He's tired.
Okay.
Did Mix leave before Rory and Elmer got back?
She left right as everybody was getting back, but before Marsh left.
Okay, so were we already preoccupied at that point?
No. Like, y'all got preoccupied after Marsh left.
Oh, okay, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we had that.
Sarah's out patrolling.
Yeah. Got started.
No wonder you guys are so tired.
I have nothing to do with this.
I know, Elmer's, it's like all his fault.
So are we all here yet?
Everyone minus Ilon and Kisa, who isn't in the story yet. And me, who can't find my notes. Because I don't know what binder I'm looking for.
Bribe him with coffee. Is he old enough to drink coffee?
Oh yeah.
If the kids can drink coffee, it doesn't
Yeah.
seem like it.
I don't like coffee.
Well, you know, mouse folk only have so much.
I'm just saying, I'm kind of intrigued what these things might have come and why.
I don't think we can say on my channel.
I'm like going through this like as we talk.
Okay.
So
If Lauren does say that Marsh would be lying, no, he doesn't get us though. Thank you. Well, I thought you were saying to bring him here, like we wanted to talk.
that works. I tried. I got moved.
Yeah, you just gotta like drink your coffee and try not to burn the eggs.
Okay. I will try something. Do I burn the eggs?
What do you, huh?
Do I burn the eggs?
No. You do not burn the eggs.
Good job, Marie. I feel really bad for being a city boy all of a sudden because apparently I came home and cooked noodles like in a pub.
So do you think that mouse folk eat like quail eggs or like these bird eggs? Or do they eat size like chicken? Or like a halfling or a
I don't see why they'd have to eat a smaller egg just because they're smaller in stature. They just wouldn't eat
gnome?
it
Like hobbits. Hobbits eat like a shit ton.
That's why they're so fat though. It just means that you need less to satisfy yourself, so it's no big deal. Okay, yeah, it's a bigger egg, you just don't eat all of it. It'd be different if you favored quail eggs or like something like that instead, though.
I don't know,
Hmm.
man. It's cool if we take a quick break.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Okay. We're taking a short break.
Oh, neato.
Which looks great. I can go over my spell list because I haven't had a chance to do it yet.
Well, I suppose now is a good time that we can go over some, like, housekeeping stuff, if need be.
It's like I need to put down new spell, is what it was. I just haven't had a chance to look over this.
Gotcha. What are you looking at in particular?
Just seeing what it is. It's not like I didn't look up and see what it is.
Mm-hmm. It's giving me time to do some stuff that I should have thought about beforehand. Not gonna lie. But I do think it will be safe to say that Shanta will be coming to check up on you here soon, Ilon.
You need to regale her of all the exciting things that happened yesterday. Just need a better picture so you look awesome instead of like failures so far.
Failures? I don't know what you're talking about.
We're definitely not looking like professionals.
What, they hired professionals? What?
It's like it's assumed professional, you know, but then again, it's a family thing. It's just like, hey, uncle, by the way, we're gonna have this issue. Would you mind helping us out? You know, it's like maybe that's the way it went down. Circumstance and inconvenience.
Welcome back. Before that, actually. I love when I do that. Okay. Could you do that? Excuse me. Okay, I guess I'm doing it this way. Okay. So you said you're hanging out at Elfine's house? Ilon?
Yeah.
Okay. At about 8 o'clock in the morning, there is a knock at Elfine's door. And Elfine is not in her main house at the moment.
How hard does she knock?
It's a pretty good attention-grabbing knock.
He kind of just slowly wakes up and he just goes like, like, you know, like a tiny little noise.
Teenager.
Yep.
Teenager. Just say it.
And he just kind of like sits up and just tiredly says, who's there?
Ilon, it's me. I know you're in there. Shanta.
Oh. Hi.
Sounds like you're in trouble.
It does sound like I'm in trouble. I got scared. He just kind of slowly gets up, walks up to the door, and opens it. He's still rubbing his eyes, tired.
You see Shanta standing on the other side in her human form, like bright-eyed, bushy tail, like wide awake. Good morning, Ilon.
Morning, Shanta. Or should it say Miss Till? I don't know.
Shanta.
Shanta.
She's a pretty relaxed person. She says, so I see here that y'all brought in a extra person.
That silent little. Oh, that was so cute, Heather. He just kind of nods. Yep. We did that. Sorry.
No, it's fine. We have ways of handling this if it doesn't pan out well for the village. But I just want to hear your take on them before I meet them.
You have plenty of forest area that we can
Oh, hush.
Oh my god.
She's not a savage.
No, ever no.
Alright.
You are welcome to incite her if you like.
There's a reason nobody knows about Red Flag. Oh my god.
Wait, hold on. What did she say? Sorry.
She said that we have ways of handling people if they don't pan out for the village.
Right, okay. He just kind of nods. Without anything else to add.
But I want to get your take on them before I meet them. What do you think about this person?
Oh god, you shouldn't ask him. You shouldn't ask him.
But I'm asking him.
Scary. He just kind of shrugs. She's alright. She's not terrible. I don't trust people very much. She seems fine.
Shanta
Worried tonight, I'm sorry.
Shanta
The way
nods.
he's saying this is just, it's adorable, seriously, because he, like, likes her so much, and just, like, she's, yeah, I really like her, she's it's adorable.
Can you ride on her bike and motorcycle?
Yeah.
Right?
Was going to. Marsh put an end to that, though.
Oh.
I was just like, can I?
She looks you up and down and is like, are you okay, Ilon? Like, I know you're sleepy, but are you okay?
Fine, why?
Just making sure. She looks you up and down, sees that you're still, like, possibly in your bedclothes or whatever you wore to bed. She says, I'm about to head over to the house where they're staying at. Yeah, mind meet me over there in a couple minutes? want to meet this person myself.
Yeah, sure.
I'll see you over there in a bit. And she nods and waves and like turns around and starts walking away. Are you like actually out here, Marsh?
That's I was gonna ask about the timing.
Okay.
Or you suggested that Marsh go get Island, and so just like would you run into Shanta? Would they want to miss each other? I brought him over to the because you would have to change and then ask directions, like of where Island's at, and then go find him. You know.
Okay, so I need somebody to say odds or evens.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good thing, right?
It could be.
Oh god, that's terrifying. Please.
I know. You're.
Marsh, roll me a D100.
My cheat sheet, 1 second.
Okay. The timing of it works out that she has left the house already. By the time that you are getting out, where would you go to ask first?
Essentially like close by. Like I'm assuming there's people like close to the house where we're staying, the mayor's house. Don't worry, you're adorable.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh. So cute.
I was like, would he?
So first available shop, that would probably be like the produce / grocery shop right outside the mayor's like home thing that y'all are staying at.
So, like over here.
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to move them over there?
Nah, I'm getting to it. When you get in there, the shopkeeper greets you and says, "Good morning. What can I do for you?"
Good morning. I was wondering if you can direct me to where Island stays.
Ilon. Would he know?
Who dat?
There's so many people in this village.
Ilon. It's not really ringing any bells.
March would go so far as to like describe him a little
I
bit.
had to say something.
Just be like he's like 6 foot, real shy kid. I don't remember his further details. Give me a second. Black hair, tan skin, yellow eyes. Ring any bells?
Snake bear.
Yeah. Well, we don't. Yeah.
Oh,
We don't know about the bear thing per se.
It's such a weird combo.
Okay. When you give a little bit more description than just the name, he's like, "Oh, okay. I see him around. I usually see him with Elfine. He might have gone to stay with her because of what's going on with the other people. I don't know. He might be down at Elfine's place. And he points to the southern part of the village, where you were headed. And, about the time that you're getting to the inn, like over here, is where you would be seeing Shanta coming from the house.
Okay. If you click somewhere on the map, I didn't see it because I was
Oh.
looking somewhere else.
Over here by the inn.
Okay. So like following the path down is when you see her.
Yeah, like she's about at the tree.
You would wish her a good morning. I'm assuming she's chipper. So.
Oh yeah. It was like, "Oh, good morning, Marsh. How you doing today?"
Doing as well as we expected. I was told I can find
Oh, yeah, I just finished talking with him, actually. I told him that I was gonna have him, or I was gonna head over to the house where you all were staying at, because I wanted to meet this, person that y'all brought in.
I see.
He says that she is a interesting and not that bad person. Hoping that I could get more of a, meeting or description of them. Let's hope. Got quite a few missing. Some back, but yeah, we want them all back if we can get them. I was actually headed over to see where y'all were. If you'd like to walk with me back, he's over there getting ready. I have actually already. Thank you, though. As the two of you talk and walk, you eventually make your way back up to the mayor's house thing. It doesn't have a name. it's her guest house. Like, and ran.
Sarah's been taken care of. It's okay.
We handled her. It's all right.
It didn't work out.
So, Shanta waits for you to go ahead and open the door. She doesn't want to be rude, even though.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. I guess he'd step in, hold the door open for her, but yeah.
I don't know if she ever got a progress report from y'all yesterday. I don't think she did.
I think it was assumed that we, or at least not where I don't entirely remember because it was like just me.
Right.
And Rachel, so.
So she might not know what's going on.
She doesn't know what happened yesterday. That's all. We could just tell her that we did our recon, we gathered supplies, and we are formulating a plan to attempt to infiltrate the military base.
That would be a good idea.
She doesn't even know all the details. Lori, you're so cute. We're like so much taller than you. You gotta like stand on your feet.
He's like literally climbing on a counter to kiss him.
Yes.
Well, she's in a fucking tree.
So wait. In order for Ori to have cooking, does he have to stand on the counter, or does he pull a chair up, or?
Yeah. Pull up a chair, you guys.
As soon as Shanta's walking in.
It'd be a real test of character, you know?
Hmm?
It's a test of Shanta's character. Is she comfortable with that? No. I don't think much really gets under her skin. I honestly.
She has a very morbid sense of humor, I guess you could say.
Nothing wrong with that.
'Cause
You
she-
have to be to be a politician.
She was joking about eating Ori.
She's a lycan. That's what they do. They probably joke like that all the time. And she's like a person. A little halfling over there. They're an appetizer.
I didn't think about that crap. Probably go well.
But she walks in and smells the aroma of bachelor cooking and not burnt eggs and possibly burnt bacon. So I see you all are.
Punch the bacon?
We're good at making coffee.
I see you all are making yourselves at home.
Yeah, you, hi, hello. And Ori will kind of hide behind Almer. And continue cooking.
She gives a little chuckle. Don't stop on my accord.
Ori's whiskers are like kind of twitch nervously. And his tail will sort of like go between like slightly. He realizes that he had stopped. So, are we all here yet?
Just waiting on Eilon. Should be not far behind us.
Ori will put eggs like on He didn't say whether or not she wanted to. Do we even have enough chairs for everybody to sit down?
Nope.
No?
No.
That's fine. Like, Marsh should be okay standing and eating.
There we go.
Are you sitting in his lap?
Possibly. Nowhere else to sit. Best seat in the house. Unless you want me to sit in your lap, Marsh.
No comment. It's like, he wouldn't care, honestly.
Well, I mean, if you're not gonna take the chair, but
Yeah, I'm not gonna take the chair.
Where do you head to, Eilon?
come inside.
We knock on door.
Which door?
The
These
back one, apparently.
yays.
Who goes to the back door? Such a weird. No.
That's
Ori
right,
would
when
probably
party's happening.
jump out of his skin.
Yeah. That's Island for you.
As everyone's getting seated at the table, there is a light knock at the back door.
Ori would definitely jump because I'm trying to keep an eye on Shanta.
Oh, you're afraid she's gonna keep you still.
I'm afraid she's going to eat me.
Oh, jeez. A Marsh would chuckle at Ori's jumpy next when you know when you open the door. Seeing Island in the morning, think you're long enough to get here. Be like, silly.
He just kind of giggles a little. It's just like,
You're hungry?
yes.
Well, help yourself.
Oh. Why, thank you.
Take the children. They're the chefs today.
think
I love that
Shanta's.
she's just so comfortable with the things that she does. It's hilarious.
I think Shanta is channeling Lashima.
Yes, I believe so. Must be the kitty like side of yeah.
I don't know. We're not gonna dig too deep into that. So Shanta, welcomes Eilon in. He's like, glad you could join us. Since everyone minus one is here, can I get a progress report? Something?
I give us a solid C. C minus.
Yeah, I think that's actually really accurate, but
That's somewhat fearful considering my citizens' lives, but please elaborate.
But I'm thinking that we're gonna do it. That's not a very or even look at March
honestly, Marsh, what I said before is essentially what Marsh would be inclined to say.
yeah.
I don't.
About how found
We found the base, we scoped it out. We realized that we needed to collect more materials, and we are formulating a plan to infiltrate the base to hopefully locate the missing people. Pretty confident that they may be there.
So you all think that this is like a military base? You think the military is behind this?
It's an ex-military base, but they are not affiliated with the military.
Hmm.
But while Marsh and I went into town, Almer and I did a little bit more digging and possibly got some information.
That's good to hear.
We might actually know who's behind all this.
Santa raises an eyebrow and looks over. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Marsh is regarding them with interest too.
Ori would kind of look at Almer, kind of gauging things, and curious if he should proceed.
Like, what exactly are you trying to gauge from him?
Whether or not to drop, like, mafia names.
He gives you a look that simplified says, you do you, man.
Okay. So I talked with a contact, and they said that they had seen some sort of exchange happening in Fortuna concerning people trying to get to that they were looking for something and flashing a tattoo around. Turns out that the tattoo was the symbol for the Black Fleet, which is it's an organization, unsavory.
I can't say that I've heard of them before.
This person was seen flashing the tattoo, and they were taken in by. Did we say it was Wake that took the person, or did we say it was Circus?
Which bit of information are you talking about?
My contact saying that a friend of a friend said that they saw the person taking the loud person where they needed to go. Was that Surkesh or was that Quake?
Neither.
It was neither.
Mm-hmm.
Then where the hell did I get Surkesh from?
I think that was when you did some digging.
Okay.
But from your contact, you got the tattoo from the person who shut the loud person up. When they did it, they exposed their tattoo. Yeah.
I guess so. Through more digging, she's fairly young, mostly green, yellow, silvery gray underbelly. She's considered charitable through the public eye. Has helped out at orphanages and soup kitchen, and kind of has a favorable outward appearance, but is pretty well suspected for the leader of the Black Hand. She also apparently wears a feathered fringe. A feathered fringe.
Fringe. She does have new bodyguards right now. Albert thinks that this might actually be a lead that we need to focus on Wake, and that Wake is no longer possibly a bodyguard, but instead possibly the leader of this that's at the abandoned military base. They are not at all governing the people at the base, so it could be speculated, like, it's very likely that this is the Black Hand. So this could be something bigger than a simple kidnapping?
Quite possibly.
That's comforting.
But we have the trackers, and we can trace it back with radio waves, so that is definitely a start. And we have some names, and the tattoos are a black hand located on his arm, so I mean, it could be very similar. So if you have any rats,
Santa like half chuckles, looking deep in thought. Hmm.
It's a simple thing to conceal with magic, right?
Quite possible. I don't know. As a player, I don't know.
That was me, like player asking. for TM.
Okay, out of character. Um, yeah, it is a thing that could be potentially hidden with magic. Yeah.
Could you even like disguise? You know how I disguise?
Yeah, like the illusionary script or something, right? You just
Yeah.
you're like something else.
Yeah.
Except for makeup. Make magic in a bottle. So it's definitely
Shanta looks deep in thought and says, that is definitely a lot more information than we had yesterday. Not exactly good information, but
yeah, and as far as the base goes, it seems to be guarded with lots of
roll me an investigation, Ori. Oh yeah.
Where's got this?
lockdown.
Don't say that.
I love it. Oh, and this is kind of very weird. The person who's been missing the longest is Eric Kokra, who's been missing for 4 weeks.
Deseric.
It was like freaking midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning when we were talking about this.
In your digging, Ori, you did actually find, very obscurely, but you did find Quake's full name.
Daisy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's so
changed it.
Oh, high five. Oh, yeah. Okay, alright.
Chima Quake Good Earth.
She can think of her last name.
Okay. But focusing on a part of what you said, Shanta looks to Ori and Almer, says, "You think that there might be I hate that phrase. You think that there might actually be a rat amongst us?" I mean, Elfine is the city, village healer. She would probably see most of everyone's bodies that came in. She would probably notice a tattoo like that. That it is.
It's never an easy thing to think about having a traitor in your midst.
She nods and says, I can go talk with Elfine and see what she knows about that.
We will keep doing our research on our end.
Yeah, what was your next course of action? Are you going back to the base?
I think we need to talk about that as a group, but quite possibly, yes.
She nods and
It's more of not a if, it's a when, and we need to discuss that.
she nods slowly. And she looks over to Almer and says, Almer, would you mind speaking with me a moment? And he nods and stands, and they both walk out.
Do you have to take yourself into the private DM thing now?
No, I don't. And
DM's only channel.
just to spite you.
What's your trend?
Every time she does this, I think we're in so much trouble.
But the two of them go out and they talk for a moment. Jessica eavesdrops or Marsh eavesdrops?
Jessica. That's why I changed it. I was very specific.
Yeah. I would be too.
While they're gone, Marcia just feel like breakfast is really good. You and Elmer did a good job for it. Better than I could do. I apparently burned the crap out of everything.
Ori just fucking info dumped on you, and the first thing Marsh says is, man, these eggs are great.
Yeah, what is he doing? Okay, got some information. Elmer there.
I love it. Oh, I love it.
That's where you get my look. I'm just like, what?
I should give my burned eggs somewhere.
You won't notice.
Nice. Stuck up fucking giraffe. I'm sorry. Don't die on me.
Did you actually say stuck up fucking giraffe?
Yeah. Hi, welcome back.
That's love right there. You better keep this one.
Did you hear me?
What's your passive stealth?
16.
No, he didn't. Lucky.
What
So she's going to go check with Elfine to see if Elfine is seeing anything, but she said that if we need assistance with the military base, she might have a couple people that are willing to help. Very disgruntled family members, say.
I think that's like exactly what civilians in Iowa.
She just offered it.
Just stating my position or my opinion on the matter. So, any more information on the Black Hand organization, or is there anything specific that they're known for, things that they try to achieve? How long have they been an organization?
That's the funny thing. They're kind of young. The way that they're working isn't like any other organization that I've seen so far. In the sense that I don't really know what they want.
Despite the red mist,
What's that?
another organization.
Oh.
The red mist are...
Real quick, right? This is the one that Ori referred to like a bunch of sessions ago, right? Where she did a bunch, or he did a bunch of research.
No, it's Mr. Corpse.
Okay. Yeah, it is Mr. Corpse. Thank you. Do I know who Red Mist is? Does Marsh know who Red Mist is? Good question.
Batman. Where's that red map?
Give me investigation at disadvantage because it's not exactly your forte.
I need a knowledge history, like for player character, on whether or not I remember if it's red mist or red map
For
or red hood for Batman knowledge.
Red Hood.
Thank you.
Is this
Sorry.
a Batman reference and I missed it?
No.
Okay.
That's her tangent.
Oh, red mist is in fucking Kick-Ass. Okay,
Oh.
that's where it is. That's the ticket.
Okay. Marsh, you have heard about them in passing. In your travels, you have like heard people talking about it, walking down the street. Like, you don't really want to go to like that bathhouse or that bar. It's like owned by the Red Mist. You don't really want to mingle with that kind. So you've heard about them, but you don't truly know what they do.
Okay.
Hey, baddies.
But in saying what he was saying, and Orion saying other than the Red Mist, he kind of brushes that off and is like, that's more of a turf war than anything. Trying to make a name for themselves at this point. But I haven't found a centralized goal of the Black Hand of what I've been able to find.
I know, right? Same.
Okay. What clues did you find that tied like Surkash or Quake to them exactly? Was it just really like discrete things?
They've indirectly been involved in varying, I don't even know what you would call it, beefs, turf wars, incidents that have had individuals from both sides end up in body bags. And the individuals that we found that had these tattoos have been seen in the presence of Surkesh at times or another. But we can't pin anything directly on her.
Okay.
But her bodyguard that Ori was talking about, Quake, she seemed like she had a head on her shoulders. She didn't seem like a stupid thug or just all muscle from what you see of her in the public eye. I went to a couple of the events that Surkesh was at, and when Quake was there, she had a little bit of a twinkle in her eye, I guess you could say. Like she wanted more.
What kind of events, out of curiosity?
Fundraisers for the downtrodden, orphan kids, homeless. Things to give herself a good name, easily move around. Things that would easily make it a pretty good cover.
Anything about their background?
What'd you say, Marsh?
Anything about their background?
Whose?
Like, are they wealthy family? Where do they come from? Either of them. They seem to be people of interest. Might help tie in if they're meeting Black Hand, what their motives may be.
With Sirkesh and Quake, I really don't know. Like, Quake, as best I can tell, was an orphan. And Sirkesh just took her in.
Write that down. You did tell me that. If I did write it down.
As for Sirkesh, she's kind of just she appeared, started making a name for herself, and just went from there. I don't know. The whole thing with the Black Hand is convoluted and stupid, and it's pissing me off. I was kind of hoping that they wouldn't be involved in whatever the hell this is. But just one more page for the file.
Well, hopefully we can clear up at least a branch in this file.
One will hope.
Wait, what? I'm asking you for player knowledge.
Mhm.
He human, or I was writing during most of the description. I didn't hear everything.
She's ashen. She has ashen colored skin.
Okay.
I don't think we actually talked about whether or not she was human or not.
You've seen pictures of her. Roll me in nature.
Great. I don't know what the fuck that is.
She's a weird gray human. I don't know, man.
Yeah. We're going with noise of the light.
You ain't got fur. I don't know what you are.
So, like, if you don't have like ears, if you're not short, and ears, then yeah, you get certain telltale signs, right?
Hmm?
It's like this giraffe over here. It's got the haircut.
Hmm?
So now the real question is, how the fuck are we getting in?
That's gonna be the trick. And then getting in. Oh, was Elmer able to find blueprints for the interior of the military base?
Did you ask him about that? You asked him about that, didn't
Yeah.
you?
I did before Marsh left.
Damn you.
Like, started going his, yeah.
Yeah, he did, actually. God damn, Almair.
So the military base, and we have military affiliations, so I figured it was a possibility. Yes. Like, well, that would, yeah, that was a prime thing to bring it up, so.
God damn it.
I
Okay.
wanna float a little bit out there, 'cause you did fucking awesome.
It's funny you should mention that, Marsh. I found the fucking motherlode. So,
Yeah, so we need some good news.
so I was able to access records, and instead of just getting you floor plans, I got you floor plans, and I got you the ability to look around a bit. Yeah, the jackasses apparently didn't disable all of the cameras that were ours when they came in, so we have limited picture inside.
You're absolutely amazing in there.
Thank you.
Okay, were you able to check into the cameras at all, like, or no? Okay, for player knowledge, it's like, you know how sometimes, like, you can hack into something, and then, like, the person's able to tell, hey, I've been hacked. Like, what's the likelihood of somebody realizing it on the camera?
Give me a second.
Have the security guard make wrong perception.
Well, it's like you're just viewing it, but at the same time, you know, it's like they have a good bit of technology, so it's possible.
Yeah,
It's not like we're
but henchmen are pretty dumb sometimes.
sometimes. I'm asking because it's like, would it be a viable question to just be like, well, did you check in already, or are you waiting until like a more opportune time, you know?
Is it bad that I really want to try the howling thing from like Zootopia?
Oh my god.
Dying.
I remember that. I love that movie so much. It's like, it's so cute, it's beautiful. I love, like, Judy and Nick so much. It's just so much. So much.
So well written, it's just fantastic.
Yes. I even have like a little, I have like a mini card poster on my desk for Nick and Judy. Because they're so awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sad if Natalie offers that movie. It's so cool. Like, she used to be obsessed with that movie. And now it's all about Barbie.
Yeah.
Do you need help with the culprits or not?
Hmm?
Do you need help with the culprits or not?
Nah.
Maybe we'll be on shortly, by the way.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to do this, but I need to do something else first.
Did you get the sewers? That too. And how far actually get those sewers?
Hmm?
Like, if you can get sewer access down here.
Give me a minute. Gotta figure out how to work this.
Getting ahead of
Heck yeah.
Then I gotta get back home to Babe.
I know. And maybe take care of, like, myself. Like, even you're gonna come home and it's just gonna be like a drawings and food everywhere.
Well, I put her in a crate, but I didn't lock it. So,
You would know how March is. Jesus Christ,
I'm
Ryan.
gonna go with very. Meta knowledge here, I'm gonna go with very. You know this. I don't even know this.
You don't know that.
Everybody knows it. Like I said, meta knowledge. You can't use it. I can only hope. Maeve, like, fucking goes out and paints the town red. Spends all my money.
No, Maeve is like a you know, like she goes out and causes mischief in the town. But she's like so small, like people, she could like slip in and out, nobody notices.
Yeah.
Okay. Answering your question, Marsh, Almair has not looked into it. Like, he sees where he can access it, but he doesn't want to access it just in case they are watching the cameras like that and looking at the system. He didn't want to look at it until he actually had a chance for everyone to see it who's going to be involved. He can go ahead and get that set up now, though, potentially.
Get it working kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, has Marsh heard about Sirkesh at all?
What we don't know, investigation, history.
Yeah, history. He has not.
Alright, it's Marsh.
What about Ilon? Does Ilon know anything about the Black Hand?
It would be a history roll.
Go Island.
Ilon has not heard anything about the Black Hand.
I was hoping Ilon was like secretly shady.
Just kind of shakes his head and just goes, "No, sorry, I don't."
It's all good. I know you're secretly a mafia hitman.
I'm a what?
Okay.
Hey!
Hi!
Hey!
Hi!
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 Hi. Okay. This is what I'm gonna do. Who all is going to be looking at this thing with Almair?
Me.
Marsh.
You're not actually there yet, because apparently you're still asleep.
You're still sleeping, technically.
With the blindfold on.
Still blindfolded, sleeping. It's like Bird Box. That's what we said.
It's like Bird Box, oh my god!
Okay, so Ori, who else? Okay. Are you involved in this, Ilon?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
We like checking the videos, just like somebody wiggling their butt in the camera. Tune into like
Yes.
Tell me all your secrets.
No.
Oh, that's kind of fun. I like that. Please. Tell Islan all your secrets.
No?
Yeah,
Okay. To get you caught up, Rachel, Kisa. Marsh and Ilon got you back to the village, last night at about 11:30. From there, they kind of ushered you into, a house not far off from where they parked the truck at. And they said that in the morning they would, show you to, like, they would introduce you to everybody, but they were going to keep the blindfold on, and, like, you're safe to keep whatever you need, but just make sure you stay in the room, overnight. Morning rolls around. Can you roll me a perception to see how well you slept? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, you slept like a log. It helps explain why you're still currently asleep.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that would make sense. Gotcha. Right. I never heard something. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Poor person in the bathroom next door. It's like, oh my god, go to sleep.
At some point.
Island, go fuck your girlfriend. Wait, I don't know this, never mind. Your hostage has to leave.
Okay. Ken just walks over to use it and just kind of gently.
Not yet, not yet, not yet.
Not yet. Oh, ah.
I'm sorry. Ori would definitely be grinning as Island like starts to walk off and be like, hold on, wait.
Marsh seems kind of lost in a trance. We gotta wait.
Oh. I'm sorry.
No, you're.
What's the world called?
What do you mean?
Like, it's not Earth. Welcome back to Red Line. Is that better?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm not looking up planet names, no.
Oh man.
Best DM. There we go. Those names suck. I know.
I know.
I know. Welcome back to I know, Marsh.
What does it mean?
That's the planet name.
Alright, noted.
Because people keep asking me questions in the middle of a game, and god damn it. Okay. So, Almer is saying that he can get this, the cameras going if you want to look at them now. Or did we want to look at it after we assess our,
Oh, I think we should assess the blueprints first.
I was going to say our recruit.
Oh, yeah, if she's awake. Obviously, but...
Doesn't hurt to find out. Almera looks over to Ilon. I believe you were going to go check on your girlfriend, was it?
I love her word to her.
Yes, sweetie. Why haven't you woken me up yet?
I'm waiting for my good morning kiss.
Oh my god.
What?
He just kind of embarrassing. He just quickly goes over and shakes you.
So wait, what did I miss? How did Island describe her or something?
No, I just started shit.
Corey did?
Yeah, and I just kind of went on with it. Yeah.
Can we have doing the arcane trickster tonight?
Yeah. Alright, I love it.
Kisa, roll me a perception to see how awake you are at this point. It's been a fairly active morning up until this point. You're still sleeping, but you're not sleeping as hard as you were before. You're laying in bed, still blindfolded, and you hear the door to the room open, and footsteps coming in.
I like just the wind. I'm gonna go back to sleep.
I'm gonna roll over. It's so nice and warm and comfy bed.
Ilon, when you walk into the room, you see Kisa blindfolded and asleep in the bed.
Great.
Keep all comments to myself.
Oh. Now he goes and tries to shake her awake. Question mark?
Wake up, my dad's on the shit. Wake up!
Maybe right? You've been asleep for a while. You should probably come and eat with us.
He's such a romantic.
Yeah, he handles things very professionally.
I kind of like groggily look at him.
Yes, food come.
And then I kind of just like, I kind of just like start getting up a little bit. Like very lazy though, so like really, I really don't want to get out of bed.
Big mood. He just kind of steps back to give you space.
Step forward and I like fix myself up, like, and I kind of look at him like, I look good, right?
He nods quickly.
I'll take that as a yes. And like I start walking out, I'm like, where do I go? I can't see. I'm blind.
Helen's just like, oh fuck, I forgot.
And then I kind of reach out, like, I need help. Please help me.
He just kind of goes,
Are you guys like walking out while saying these things?
I'm like stumbling a little because like I'm kind of fun, like kind of low or something.
Um, you just got, wait, should he take off the blindfold? I don't know. Ah!
You totally could.
I could, but I shouldn't drive where the people are.
I keep forgetting that Eilon is not a Section 9 member.
But he's a member of the village that does know their secret stuff.
Are you like
Yeah,
sure with
what?
my hand, Eilon? Like, are you just gonna let me keep stumbling in the dark?
You're just gonna grabs your arm and he's like behind you. Oh god, this is weird. And then he proceeds to take the blindfold off. Yes, I can speak, I promise.
I kind of just like my eyes, like just trying to adjust my eyes to the new light. And then once I'm confidently, I can see I start going out of the room. And I see everyone.
Kablamo Kaslamo, you can see your surrounding. You are welcome.
Is she supposed to see us?
Wait, am I allowed to go into this room?
It's not a locked door.
No, okay, I'm just gonna swipe my way into here.
She has revealed all of us. Oh no.
The first person you see when you walk around the corner is Marsh, kind of hanging out in a corner seat in between two sections of cabinet.
He's totally grinning, by the way. Listening to that Eilon and Ethan.
You then see a seated but tall-looking elf with brown hair and slightly tanned skin, sitting at the table with his hand in his head in his hand, shaking his head back and forth, and a small tan-colored mouse folk.
Grinning. Just grinning.
We're absolutely amused by your comical description.
So Kisa just not even phased by anything that's just happened. Just puts on a big shit-eating grin and just like finger bangs and goes, "Hey, how you guys doing?"
Oh, great. Have fun.
I had a lot of fun. I kind of nice guy, some cute guy woke me up. I can't lie. I'm really doing pretty good.
Cute. Well, you're just a fountain of energy early in the morning.
I am
Oh, that's so salty.
Almera somewhat glares at you.
I am Kisa.
Almera. And I guess for the time being, your potential boss.
Oh, okay. I call you out
No
there.
pressure.
Almera's enough.
Oh, okay, thank you.
And I already know that you've met Marsh over here. And
I like drop my hand because I was like, wait, Marsh, like, hi, Marsh.
no, he shook.
We should, okay.
Yeah. He's giving you a serious face. He's actually pretty laid back.
And like he says, you've met Marsh already, and he gestures over to Ori, and this is
Oreos. Tip. Probably.
And I wish you just kind of looks at Mari and just so cute. Hi.
Not so bad as that.
He's having a mental shutdown right now, apparently.
And then she just goes and sits next to Marsh so she can ignore it.
Yeah, he walks over and he does the thing. Yay! God, I'm so awkward.
And then I kind of like look around like, oh, sorry, overslept. What did I miss?
Oh, for the time being, you haven't missed anything. Guess I should get this mock interview out of the way. So Marsh here thinks you might be an asset to us.
I'm trying so hard to keep coming.
And then she's like, oh, I'm sorry, it's been a while since I've done an interview. Let me elaborate. Yes, I am good at multiple things. I am good at forgeries, pickpocketing, I can be stealthy, I'm proficient in magic, I can turn into a fox, and go into human form, in my foxhuman form, I can fight, and I can also probably do other people task / keep an eye on island.
So you're aware.
Hmm?
She would like it. That's what she was
Are you
asking.
like it?
No, I'm just able to get to it.
Oh, so you just.
Almer is leaning with his elbows on the desk on the table, like listening to you say all this. And then when you finish up your little spiel, he kind of leans back and looks over at Marsh and he's like, "I thought you said you had an asset here, not a common pickpocket."
I know. Marsh is kind of like rubbing his brow a little bit. She said she has a military background, like you said. She's capable of protecting herself. She said she's able to. Let me grab my paper real quick. She's good at finding people. She's good with figuring out difficult situations
Yes, those.
for the better cause.
Yes,
She's good at
those two, sorry.
tracking. Those were the things that she originally presented with me, not the morally questionable ones.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not used to.
I just woke up,
Sort of
okay?
No. So yes, I'm also proficient in tracking. I can take care of myself, and I do have a military background, so I do have military training and know how to handle a weapon and other sorts. And I'm not. I will, like, unless you order me to do something, I'm not gonna go against your orders or your contract.
So are you like currently military?
I was formerly military. I served my services out.
Yeah, I heard about that a bit. It's a pretty funny thing there, the military. Did you enjoy your time?
From what I remember, no. It's kind of a blur.
From what you remember? What do you mean?
From what I remember being in the military service to serve time for a sentence I did. But like, I recently got into like a very bad situation where it caused me to lose some of my memories, so I'm not crystal clear on everything. But from what I remember being in the military, yes, I did thoroughly enjoy my time there. I believe I was in there under bad circumstances though.
Marsh, roll me a perception, please. Well, I think that everybody deserves a chance at least. At the very least, we could potentially use your tracking skills. You willing to get your feet wet immediately?
Yeah. Wait, literally, or are we talking like? Either one. I just want to make sure I'm prepared mentally. Sorry.
It could be a bit of both. It's
Oh, okay. But yeah, no, I'm more than happy to start working.
So what exactly do you know about our current situation, if anything?
I was told nothing. I was told that there might be something I could be assisted with, and that's all the extent of what I know. Because you have a good... Marshall's a good guy. He didn't tell me anything, even though I tried to know what it was. He didn't. He just wouldn't give. I really don't know anything. Like, all I know is that you're in town helping friends. Like, that's all I was told.
Almera looks at you, somewhat doubtful.
I don't know anything.
But he looks over to Marsh and has hope in his eyes, hoping that Marsh, like... Before I say anything about what we're doing here, or even where we are, have it known that if things don't exactly work out with all of us, there is a very great potential for your memory to be modified again.
Oh, okay.
Before I say anything, do you have any objection to that?
And she kind of just thinks, and she looks him directly in the eye and goes, "Yeah, I have no objections to this. It comes with the job. I understand the risk."
All right. We are tasked with locating some missing individuals. These individuals could be perceived as nuisances to the public eye. I personally don't have an opinion. And we have it on good authority that these individuals are misunderstood people, and we have been hired to retrieve them. We have some limited resources, but we have a couple leads, and we were getting ready to explore one a bit further. I'm sure we could come across means of clothing up there, yes. But in terms of locating them, we have a pretty good idea of where they are. Just needed a helping hand, he says, like, somewhat forced, staring at Marsh. In acquiring them. But that's my take on it. Marsh, Ori, Island, do y'all want to add anything to this? We did. We did. We did. No, I'm saying we did. Just names.
As for the facility that was suspected, they are that on the location that was suspected at. Oh, like it got it.
Very attentive, yes. People we've been hired to retrieve are entirely made up of lycanthropes.
I can get scent on them. If you can get the location, I'm pretty confident I can track them. Or at least verify they're in the area. I just need something like a scent, or if I can get like a clipping of their voice maybe. I could also use that to track them.
Their voice. How does that work?
So if I listen to a voice enough, I should be able to use my hearing. If I can concentrate enough, I could try to see if I can hear their voice from a distance.
I'm not so sure about that per se. But this village does have several very capable trackers, and the people, when they were abducted, there were things used to make it so they were untrackable.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. Be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm back. Is anything else here?
And so names passed down. And also, like, the abnormality in your blood really influenced towards the experimentation. We used a case of scrying in order to attempt to prey upon one of the missing people, and they were in a facility that was very laboratory in like appearance, with the computers and IVs and the missing person unconscious on a flat table, that sort of thing. If they were a team, why did they have trackers on them?
what it's looking like is that they captured some and then used the captured to come back and gather more. Is what it's looking like.
We're not entirely sure either. We've been able to narrow down the possibility of a specific organization being associated with this, but we aren't entirely sure what their motives may be. From what we know, though, they clearly have resources and they have money.
Do we know what that organization's called and who supports or sponsors this organization?
The organization in Black Camp.
Roll me a history, please.
And I don't believe
Going in line with your memory blockage, you have not heard of the Black Hand before.
I wonder if we can find out who sponsors them or who gives them money. We could actually maybe track these sources from that.
in theory.
Yeah, like in theory.
Right, yeah. I guess that would be a good start. I like this person already.
Oh, thank you. You're not so bad yourself.
Thanks.
Because ideally, like, if there's investors or sponsors, they would know where their money's going to. So
Right.
they would know more information. Like, you just, unless you're just filthy rich, hopefully that's not the case. Like, you wouldn't invest all this money unless you knew what the business startup is and the full ins and outs of that business. Because you have to fund their plans, projects, things like that.
Does Kisa know the organization that the group works for? I don't recall if Marsh ever got upset.
I don't think I said it just
No,
now.
Elmer did not say it. I was wondering if Marsh did at all to Kisa. I don't believe so.
I don't think so, because I think you said you were just visiting.
Yeah.
You have to, that's why I told him. Because, like, oh, what did Mark tell you? And I was like, all he told me was he was visiting friends. I don't know what you guys are doing.
You seem so vague, and you just totally were like, okay, sure, this sounds cool.
I get a contract, get food in my belly, okay.
Aw. I mean, that is a good motivator.
You're gonna learn really quickly. She's amazing, dude. It's been great.
Oh, God.
Right, motivated by
So as everybody else was talking, Almair kind of turned in on himself and went back into his phone momentarily. And he says, "All right, Next button and I'm in. I don't know how long we'll be in the system, but we can look around for a bit.
Okay. Do you have a clear idea of like where these cameras are at, so you can reference the blueprint of the facility?
We probably won't know until we actually look at it.
Okay.
Okay. I know how I'm gonna do the cameras. How am I gonna do this? That might work. Every part of me is saying don't do it, bruh, but
if it's too much, don't. But it just, I think for this humorous part of it, I would enjoy very much. Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
I'm assuming, Marsh, that you would just have them roll them out on the table.
Yeah. Like the easiest way to look at it, like try to.
I am sorry for the way it is. It's the way my monitor's set up, but there you go.
What?
What am I looking at? Okay.
Oh, on the left?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a Cyberman face in the top right corner. We're going to be deleted.
Think about the Met Gala, but sometimes you watch that.
Oh, don't read the side chat!
Don't read the what?
The side chat.
Oop.
You can read it if you want. It's just me harassing them.
It's not that.
The other one.
But y'all get a couple moments to look over that. DM inside me is cringing.
Sorry. But I'm really proud of my idea.
I'm mad at Almera because he rolled so fucking well.
I know, right?
He's like, yeah, I totally looked that up. Crit. Fuck!
You said it was underground, isn't it?
Hmm?
Didn't you say it was underground?
I said no such thing.
Oh,
I think we should go to the basement.
I'll just shut the hell up.
Okay. But that being seen, and y'all have had time to study it, and y'all will have more time to study it because y'all have that now. Almere says, whenever you're ready, I can cue these cameras up and we'll see how long we get to look around.
Okay.
Alright. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but everyone should be seeing a black screen, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait, are you talking about actually in game?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So it takes a couple moments for the connection to take. But it's not that bad. It's just on the phone. It's processing. But when it finally does, the camera image flickers into life. And the first thing you all see is that you're looking into a room that has vehicles strewn about it, and one humanoid is standing by himself off on a wall. No moving.
Do we recognize this humanoid? Okay, but I want to know. Is it the evil cat?
We see something. Oh, now we can. Okay.
Roll me a investigation. Anybody who's trying to figure out who he is. Not passive.
Just passive investigation.
Only passives get the +5, so it's just like if it's just there and you should see it kind of deal. Ori, looking at this individual, having such close proximity to him before, you recognize this person, this humanoid.
That's good.
He seems to be leaning up against a wall, waiting. And as you're looking at this angle of footage, you see that the center of the room looks to be moving. Something is descending from what appears to be the ceiling. And after a couple moments, you see that there are two humanoids on what appears to be an elevator coming down from the ceiling. Roll me perception, everyone who cares.
Project's down in. Oh, goddamn.
Yes. Alon, are you looking at the cameras as well? If you are trying to look at the people coming down the elevator, roll me perception. Ilon, you see that the people on the elevator are just two humanoids. You're kind of too far away from Almair's screen to get a good view. But everyone else, Ori and Marsh specifically, see that there are two humanoids. The best detail you can get out of them, Kisa, is that they're green. But Marsh and Ori see that they are two green dragon folk. Or dragonborn. Dragonborn? I literally always get it mixed up. But they're two green dragonborn. And one of them is a tall, skinny individual. And the other is for dragon folk. short and kind of stocky. One male, one female. One appears to be carrying a staff, somewhat lightly dressed for the weather outside. The other is wearing what appears to be some heavier armor and has a few weapons strapped to her body. When the elevator gets to the bottom, the humanoid that was standing off to the side steps up, offers a hand and gesture to the two Dragonborn, and all three of them walk off in this direction.
Can I ask a question about the my friend over there?
Sure.
How dressed down was he?
He looked to be fairly comfortable.
Could we see his forearms at all?
He does still have long sleeves on. But they go off into that room. Almer, seeing that there's nothing else going on in this room, cycles to another camera. Cycles into a room that looks like it's just a older, beat up kind of room, just broken furniture and things strewn about. Seeing that as a lost cause, I gotta do this a different way. Hold on.
It leads into a hallway. You can see it here on the map.
Sorry, I'm here. Like, I saw, like, the scan print thing, so I wanted to verify that first room. Like, if it was, like, a handwritten signature, it's just, like,
Am I right to guess, like, referencing the map, we'll be able to figure it out? I'm assuming, like, there's only so many places in the facility that would actually have an elevator.
The way that y'all were watching as they left, he opened up the door, and the wall that he opened up had two smaller doors attached to like a garage door style kind of door. And he went through the two smaller doors and walked off into what looked to be a long hallway. Okay. Pull everybody down here. The next room that Almer cycles into, you see a room that has computers and monitors strewn about it. There are two people working. Roll me perception, everybody. Everybody but Marsh sees this. Not sure if you're focused more on the computers, trying to figure out what they're working on, but everybody else but Marsh sees that there is a chair leaned up against one of the corners that looks like it has bloodstains under the chair, and there looks to be a trail of old, what looks to be smeared blood, leading to a door. Occasionally, the one that's facing the monitor and towards the door will turn their head momentarily so you can see more of their face. They appear to be a human. Tan skin, dirty blonde hair. No real identifying features on this individual. God damn it. Okay. As Almer is looking through these different cameras, he makes the comment that they should probably start wrapping it up here soon so that they don't draw too much attention to themselves.
Right.
Fuck.
Was just hoping for more verification. They actually that we might see one of the missing people. No, they're not. The village is well acquainted with who is present, who the villagers are. It's literally in the middle of nowhere, and you said you knew they were lichens, right? Kate, she knows that the people of this village are lichens.
She's seen that the people missing are lichens.
Gotcha.
I'm hoping, like, not hoping, but if they come in from a different location, and they're missing from that location. That's what I mean.
Okay. So, Almer, knowing he should be moving quick, cycles to the next camera. And... come on, don't do this. He cycles to the next camera. And you see on screen for a few seconds this room here. But before you can even truly get a good look at what's going on, the feed goes black.
Okay.
And Almer is cussing up a storm.
You did good. I guess we know what they don't want us to see.
Yeah.
Definitely
We roll a perception to determine what we were able to see.
Go for it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Do you want us to roll?
Like, basically see what you can see before it went black.
Yep.
Come on. I don't. What do your snake bear eyes see?
Alright, I'm gonna do this individually. Yep, I'm doing it individually. Okay.
I forgot I made that snake bear romance picture.
No. Please don't mention it.
It was so funny though.
No, it was terrifying.
Aw.
I wasn't joking around, but no.
Oh, okay.
No, I actually think it was terrifying. It was actually hilarious.
I was like, oh, was that horrible? I mean, I know I made it in like 2 seconds, but
Nah, it is.
It's great.
I think that might be the point where we finish this up tonight. But
I thought you left.
no. I'm literally typing it up.
Oh, okay. Sorry if you can hear me crunching on a
Oh, good. Salty, so like, I'm eating saltines.
Yay, I'm not the only person that does that. High five. Yes,
My mic.
I heard. Thank you. Thank you for humoring me.
You're not gonna like mine, which is good for my baby. Oh my gosh, my dog's all wet. Oh my gosh, wet pupper.
Is it raining or something?
Take a dip in the water bowl.
I I think it's raining a little bit. I can't really hear because of these this big headset, but yeah, probably is. 'Cause she's all wet. And she's like sitting right next to me, which she never does.
Because she's wet.
You betray me so, Carmen.
Of course.
Sorry, okay, I'll shut up about my dog.
No, you're fine.
I scared her off on accident.
You're totally fine. I don't think any of us would be mad to hear about puppers.
No.
I don't know, I just feel like it might be a little bit annoying to just be randomly like, hey, my dog's wet.
Yeah, we
My
talk about
dog's
our animals
sweet.
all the time. Aw.
Yeah.
Stop talking about your dog. Like, I don't spend the day.
Not even single, just like married even. Goodness, there are babies too.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
What kind of dog is he?
He is a Chihuahua and Queensland Heeler mix.
Wow.
He's the cutest thing. Let me poke your nose. There you go. Nose.
Alright, everybody has what they saw.
She goes harass Sean, doesn't she? Your dog doesn't
ones too.
I gotcha.
He's usually around our dad.
Oh, yeah.
My little brother. Probably because he was more trained and didn't go upside down like I am right now.
Probably that. Maybe, I don't know.
You can jump off if you sew it. Oof.
So, Jess,
Yeah.
I've been doing the hourly comic thing, and I think you're gonna like my illustration for several hours
Oh my.
of fighting Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, I think I will. Does it involve pimp hats?
Does it involve what?
Pimp hats?
I didn't understand that. I'm sorry.
Pimp hats.
Oh my God, no. It involves the person that is talking about. Yes.
Love it.
Hold on, I'll show you a small sketch.
Okay. But yeah, each of you has what they saw.
I love it.
Okay. So everybody has their information. What are they doing with it?
Oh, okay. Okay. Next fight.
No. The footage ended too quickly to get true detail.
Can I get a person like he's either in this or not so much?
Yeah, you got enough detail that you did see that the doors were closed.
I'm still shaking at my head at the feathers and the beak thing.
I thought it was clever.
It was, and I hate you.
The fact that I'm in a program like should stand out though. I think there's two missing, three. Yeah, there's three that are missing.
Yeah.
Well, it's better than nothing.
Yeah, totally. No, yeah.
Seriously.
Nothing.
then we have this map here. That's fantastic find. Okay. Does the map like detail like okay where elevators are, like, or is it just literally the layout? That's all it gives.
Let's see here. Hope that Almare is on your side.
You got this, Albert.
The notes that are listed on the blueprint are what was listed at the time of construction. But you have no idea what has been changed since construction of the base.
How deep down does this facility go? Like, is it just well, is it above ground or is it below? Actually, I was assuming it was below ground, just because of the elevators.
Looking at the blueprints, you're not sure.
Any grasp about the size?
How do you mean?
Like, the rest, like, you can look at it and be like, okay, this is the layout. Like, how big are the rooms? Like, are they really big rooms? Are they small? Like, that's what I mean. Like, does the facility look like, yeah, there's a lot of rooms and hallways, but is it still like a big layout?
Looking at the blueprints and the footage that you saw before, you think back to the various vehicles that were in the elevator room, and looking at them and like recognizing that one of the vehicles was a similar truck to one that's here in the village itself, like it's the same type of truck. You get the suspicion that this is a fairly large built facility. Like the truck was somewhat dwarfed in its like housing area. You looked around a little further and you saw a helicopter type vehicle, like an airship, that was also parked down in that area, and those can be made to fold up smaller, but they still require space to store them.
Okay.
So this is not exactly a small facility. Any other questions from anyone else? Comments about what they saw?
The room that we saw initially with the scientists, does it look like the room that Marsh? Well, never mind. Marsh wasn't the one scrying; they were just talking about it.
Mm-hmm. Did any Almer Almer looks around the room like after he put the phone down, and he says, that last section before the camera went black. Did anybody else see that looked possibly like a jail room? I think I might have even saw a light come back in there. I don't know. I guess that confirms that this is our place. Did anybody else get a better glimpse of anything? Say that again. You were quiet.
I said I wasn't able to get any heuristics, just I was able to get a visual
All I could see is that one of them was an Aarakocra, and they were in one of the cells. They looked to me, he looked to me, she looked to be a prisoner because the door was closed.
Alan kind of raises his hand. I know one of them. I just got a better glimpse. I think I know one of them.
You know,
Okay.
it's somebody from the village?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I guess that confirms it then. That's where our people are.
Yeah.
How do we get to them?
Yeah, the next step is infiltrating. I was able to collect some materials that'll hopefully be helpful. The villagers were kind enough to give us scrolls for pass without trace that will help with us to hopefully get in. Also picked up some ammunition, silver ammunition for M4s. I'm not even sure, besides Almer, who else uses M4s around here. Or among us.
Me and possibly Sarah. I don't know. She might know how to use an M4. I don't know if she actually has one though.
I also managed to pick up some silver daggers just in case, along with a sleeping dress. So we can better utilize the sleep darts that I was able to purchase from the local general store merchant.
Almer leans back in the chair and looks around at the room. This might be a bit complicated.
Just trying to think of different ways that this can happen. We don't know how strong their manpower is. We know they have equipment. We have a blueprint of the building, but we don't have really any concept of how to even attempt to infiltrate into it.
I feel like I've seen those Dragonborn before. I just don't know where.
Dragonborn.
Assuming like the way that went into this facility, I am going to make them also have their own base.
Oh, yeah.
This facility was an abandoned military base, and the people that are currently occupying it are not affiliated with the military. Just FYI.
Hmm.
The Dragonborn. I can't remember. I feel like there was a Dragonborn that my contact commented about.
I think that was your research, and I can't remember. That I can't remember. I feel like I said something, but I really can't remember. I can't confirm it right now. But timestamp. All of this is going down at 9:30 a.m. The ones coming off of the elevator.
In general.
The few people you did see did not seem particularly frazzled. There was a sense of urgency about those that were walking around the halls, but no one looked rushed.
They're not necessarily having to tell. Like, wow, shit, we gotta get out of here. Fine.
Yeah. They're not trying to GTFO. That's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hopefully they don't.
Don't know. Okay. It is almost midnight out here, so I am gonna go ahead and say that is gonna be it for tonight. It has definitely been an information-filled game today. If anyone has any questions or anything that they might need clarified throughout the week, just go ahead and message me, let me know. But until our next game, which is hopefully next Friday, possibly next Friday. I might be working next weekend. I don't know. I hope everybody enjoyed.